you don't even study their religion. So you find every Muslim saying that, yeah, the Quran has been untampered with, it's 100% pure. Then someone throws in a spanner in the works and said, well, Uthman, he had all these Qurans burnt after the Prophet Muhammad had died 1400 years ago. Now, when I speak to Muslims on this, that there was a time when there were many Qurans, and a companion by the name of Uthman had them burnt, then they're shocked because they didn't even know their own history. So I want to give a quick backdrop. Sorry, do you want me to? No, I can deal with the question later, bro. Yeah, I mean, do the question now. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, we're going to quickly just take this call, yeah, and then we're going to get back to the... hello, Genesis Radio.
Good morning, Briggy.
Good morning, OG Briggy, yeah? Alright, bloody, yeah?
Sydney.
Yeah.
Got a couple of questions for the brothers in the studio.
Okay.
To what I was hearing, what they were saying. I heard, number one, you asked the brother if the Bible was 100%, and he said no, right, categorically.
That's right.
You asked him if the Quran is, he said yes, categorically.
Yes, sir.
All right, my first question, whenever you hear the Muslims talking, right, the Nation of Islam,
yes,
in
sir.
any of their preaching,
yes, sir,
they do not, at no time ever, preach the Quran without preaching the Bible as well.
That's correct.
Now, if the Bible is so, not real, as how everyone seems to be saying, why on earth do they keep promoting the Bible?
Because that's the book that we're buried in, brother.
Sorry?
That's the book that we're buried in.
That's the book that we're buried in. What do you mean by that?
Okay, Christianity, I'm not talking about true Christianity. But
okay.
Christianity was used to enslave our people.
Yeah, we know that, but I'm talking about the Bible was around, all right?
Brother, you asked me a question, so I'm answering it. So you asked me why we use the Bible to quote when we're out on the streets or when you come to our meetings.
Yeah, but what you said, all right? I'm just going by what you just said, and you said that not true Christianity. Now, that's what I'm talking about. See?
Okay, go ahead, brother.
So explain yourself on that basis.
Okay, true Christianity is when you have a brother or a sister, or anyone, regardless of their race, who submits his or her will to do the will of Christ. Now, we as a people have been taught aspects of the Bible that has no relevance to Christianity. So we're being taught by someone whose interest is for us to be in Christianity in a way that we become good people, but we become good for nothing. So therefore, we don't want to preach a watered-down doctrine from the Bible that really upholds a world of wickedness, and then not teach the truth that, because you think about it, brother, Jesus wasn't a popular man with the authorities, was he not?
Nor was Muhammad.
Exactly. It's because they spoke the truth.
That's right.
So when you are a true Christian, the authorities will not like you.
Oh, so you're actually saying that there is a difference then between Christian and true Christian?
Absolutely.
Oh, so then where does the Bible come in this that you can say the Bible is not true? Because the true Christian...
I never said it's not true, brother. What I said is that the Bible is not in the format that it was originally revealed in. The Bible has been tampered with. That's an actual fact. Why do you have so many versions of the Bible? Which Bible do you read, brother?
Yeah, but don't you have so many versions of the Quran as well?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, well, second question then. If that is the case, all right, you know your history as far as the Prophet Muhammad is concerned,
yes, sir.
When Muhammad, number one, who I was told the other day by a Nation of Islam brother, by the way, was a Caucasian.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Number one, when Muhammad was being persecuted, all right?
Yes, sir.
For his writings, and it was revealing in his country, which I believe was Arabia.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
There came a point when Muhammad, it became so dangerous for him that he sent all of his disciples, his followers, out of the country.
That's right.
Now, where did they go and why did they go there?
They went to Abyssinia.
And
he was a king,
wasn't Abyssinia a Christian country?
A Christian king.
So it was a Christian country?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, wasn't the disciples of Muhammad, welcomed into Abyssinia.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you know what, at the time, the king on the throne was called the Lion of Judah?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you know what he said to the disciples of Muhammad after they had been questioned as to their belief and what they thought about Christ and Christianity, etc.?
With a Negus, he drew a line on the floor. He said, the difference between you and I is that line.
Okay, now for those that's not in the know, why was that said? What was that said for?
Because the Muslims of that day, because we got to understand how Christianity is preached today. The Muslims and the Christians of that day, they were closer to the original revelations of the Bible. See, brother, Minister Farrakhan is my best example. He is endorsed by many, many Christian pastors in America, if not the world. Now,
yeah, but I hear that. I hear that. By the end of the day, the Bible has been endorsed by many of thousands of people over generations of time throughout the whole of the world as well.
Yes, and see, brother, I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying is this, is that there are many versions of the Bible. So therefore, one has to be careful what parts of the Bible that we use to make it relevant to our community today. For example, many Christians we come across say that we must love everybody.
Yes.
Now, God can't make that statement, because God loves and he hates. He hates wickedness and he hates the devil, and he loves righteousness. So we can't put ourselves at variance with God. But who is teaching the people this?
Well, hold on. That's your interpretation, all right? But I would say to you now, God says, yes, the devil is one that we all hate, all right?
Yes, sir.
But he says human beings, he says he loves them. He hates their wicked ways. But them themselves, you understand? That's why he's such a merciful God.
Well, brother, Noah preached for 150 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't for like the lack of knowledge that the people's hearts were waxed with wickedness. It's because it was because they did not want to submit to the will of God. So God
isn't that the same today?
Exactly, brother. So the point I'm driving at is that God doesn't love everybody, and we don't love wickedness. We don't love lies and deceit.
Virgin, I hear you, right?
Yes.
But don't confuse the issue. When you're saying God doesn't love anybody, and then you go on to say, but we don't love wickedness. Wickedness is not a person, see? Wickedness is not someone that you can point up and say, yes, that is wickedness. Because I'm sure you know, within our own race, all right, we've had wicked people come up through history all the way through. So wickedness isn't actually a person that you can point to and say, okay, you understand, I hate them people, or I'm not for them people, because they're wicked.
But brother, okay, let's look at the time of Abraham.
Sorry?
Let's look at the time of Abraham.
Yeah.
Now, he said when God came to Abraham, he said, I'm going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. And then Abraham questioned God. It's the prophet now.
That's right.
Would you destroy the righteous with the wicked?
That's right.
And God said, okay, Abraham, if you can find 50 righteous, and I will spare the city. Is that right?
Yeah.
So Abraham went and came back and said, God, I couldn't find 50. So God sent him back to see if he can find 40.
Yeah, he got down to 1.
10, he couldn't even find 1.
He got down to 1.
And that night, God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. So it wasn't a case that God destroyed wickedness in some kind of spiritual sense. He destroyed people.
Yeah,
so
but you see, I hear that, all right? For me, I understand that. But when you're talking like that, you've got to let people know, all right, that God said, all right, according to the same Bible, all right, the same story of Abraham.
Yes.
The reason why he done it, he said that when he was close to these people, all right, they withdrew themselves from him.
Right.
So he left them to their own devices, and this is what they imagine in their hearts and their minds to do.
Yes.
See? Now, again, what I'm saying to you is nothing to do with a particular set of people. Any one of us, all right, doesn't matter who you are. If Father is close to you, whether you want to call him Allah, God, Rastafari, or whatever, but if he is close to you and you draw yourself away from him and he just leaves you to the devices of your own heart, the chances are you're going to end up doing something that is detrimental to your own soul.
Brother, there have always been, the Bible's replete with it. There's always been a people that have inclined themselves to wickedness.
That's right.
So therefore, God always sends a messenger or a prophet to warn these people before he destroys them.
Yes.
Well, now Jesus, he was sent to the lost house of Israel, the lost children, the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
And Muhammad was sent to the Arabs.
Exactly. But
yes.
But there was one time a Canaanite woman came to Jesus and asked him for basically some knowledge, and he said that should I give the crumbs of the children to dogs?
Yeah.
He didn't come to teach no Canaanite people. He came to the Israelites. So the point I'm driving at, brother, is that there has always been a people that God didn't want his people to mix with. Like in the time of Moses, he said, come out of her. The children of Israel.
I hear you. Again, right? Again, Bridget, for people that study, all right, what you're saying is not actually, it's not that it's wrong, but if you're not giving the people the reasons why to, it's not as simple as that. Because Moses, all right, when you talk about Israel, all right, the people of Israel, when Moses and Israel was going through to conquer all the different lands, and then it was Joshua and whatever, certain lands they went through, Father said to them, kill all of the cattle, the dogs, the cats, the men and the women. See?
Yes.
Other lands, he said to them, you can marry some of these women.
Right.
All right?
Right.
Or you can take people out of these other races.
Yeah.
What he always said is that the danger of intermixing, is that you would end up worshipping their gods and their idols.
That's absolutely true, my brother.
Okay. Well then, dealing with that point now, what you see, one of the problems I have is that the Arabs, all right?
Yes, sir.
Arabs, as far as I'm aware, historically, all right, we have, as an African, have links with the Arabs, but it was trading links.
Yes, right.
Now, the first people ever to come into Africa, right, with slavery,
yes, sir,
all right, to cut out people's tongues, to stop them practicing their own language and their own faith,
yes,
all
sir.
right,
yes, sir,
was the Arabs.
That's right.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I know, all right, if I'm an African and I know that originally is not my culture or my heritage, or is something that was imposed on me and my people, why now should I be saying, oh, Islam, Islam? Because what's it got to do with me? It's something that's been imposed.
Well, brother, Islam is not an Arab religion. This is another misnomer.
Well, okay, but that's all right. But that's words. Let's not play with words. But you know exactly what I mean, innit?
I know what you mean. That there is
the Quran,
there's a cultural bias in Islam towards Arabs.
Sorry?
There's a cultural bias towards Arabs in Islam. That's what you're saying. That when people think of Islam, they think of Arabs. Yeah?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the nation of Islam, all right, the Muslim thing, okay, it's Arab thing.
It's not an Arab thing, brother.
Well, Muhammad was an Arab, innit?
Muhammad wasn't, but wasn't Jesus...
no, answer that question first, and then I'll answer what
he was an Arab.
He was an Arab, innit?
But didn't God
Muhammad was an Arab that grew up in, like, the kind of shanty towns of Arabia when he was putting together lot of the Quran, see?
That's right, yes.
Muhammad said that he saw an angel, and the angel gave him his prophetic message.
Yeah.
Who angel was that?
So what? Can you say that again? That part about the angels? I missed that.
The angel that Muhammad said he saw. What was the name of the angel?
Gabriel.
Sorry?
Gabriel.
Okay, now this is the same Gabriel that the same scripture tells you about.
Yeah. Well.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Well, no. The reason I paused is because well, okay, because I don't want to go into much in the detail. Yeah, for lack of I don't want an argument. Yes, the same Gabriel. Yeah, go on.
Well, you see, Bridget, this is all that I'm getting at. Right?
Yeah.
There's so much confusion. All right.
Yeah.
And one of the things that is a bit shaky is, as I said from the beginning, the Nation of Islam. All right.
Yes.
And there's other organisations that all want to discredit the Bible, but your core, all right.
Yes.
Your actual prophet that you say is Muhammad.
Yes.
The core of all of his teachings and his instructions and where it started off from all come out of the Bible.
Well, brother,
what I'm saying?
brother, okay, if you wrote a book, and this book was translated in many different languages, and then maybe 10, 20 years down the line, you had many editors changing it, then you would bring out a revised copy of that book, or an updated copy, because your original text has been tampered with. Now, the Holy Quran is an updated version of the Bible.
Well, no, then you see now, this is where we would differ, see? Because the Holy Quran now, and I want you to correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Yes.
But the reason why the king of Abyssinia, the Lion of Judah at that time, said that there was the same line was the only difference between Muslims and Christians,
Yes.
was because the Muslim now, right, under Muhammad, was saying that Christ was not the son of God. Because I heard you saying just now, right, earlier on, that what the Nation of Islam say is that Muhammad is like God.
No. We say God is a man.
He's a man. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. The Islam choose to, because of what Muhammad has said. All right. Muhammad said no. Christ isn't the son of God. Seen, and enough Islams now believe that Muhammad is the last prophet.
Yes.
Of God, of the same living God.
Yes.
That sent Christ.
Well, yes, Muslims believe that Muhammad is the last prophet, yes.
Sorry?
Yeah, Muslims believe that Muhammad is the final prophet, the seal of the prophets,
The
yeah?
final prophet of the
Yes.
same God that sent Christ.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, this is where the Lion of Judah said now that Muslims and Christians are different. See?
Yes.
Because the Christian now says that Christ is the Son of God.
Yes.
Yes. That has come for everyone that believes, regardless of their color, their nation, whatever.
Right.
Yes?
Yes.
Now, as far as I'm aware, and correct me if I'm wrong,
Yes.
the Nation of Islam, or you know, the Muslim ethos is that Muhammad is that Christ.
No.
Well, then correct me.
No. Muhammad said Christ would be returning.
Okay.
So, there's a distinction. Muhammad is the seal of the prophet. Well, see, Christ is a title. Christ is not like, so people use the term Jesus Christ like you would call someone John Brown, like it's his second name. Christ it means that one who crushes the rule of the wicked. Now, Jesus of 2,000 years ago did not crush the rule of the wicked in Palestine. But Christ, when he comes back, he will destroy the rule of the wicked. So Muhammad said Christ will return.
Now, well, Christ didn't come to do that, my brethren.
Well,
This is the misconception.
well,
see?
brother, I read in Revelations.
Yeah.
When Christ returns, he would be at the head of 10,000 with a sword in his hand, dripping with the blood of the wicked. Now, that doesn't look like a loving Christ to me. This Christ is going to be on the winepress with his garment splashed in blood of the wicked. So when this Christ figure comes back, he ain't coming to love anybody. He's coming to kill and destroy the wicked.
Okay, Bridget, but again, you're just using half of the portion, see?
I'm looking at the book of Revelation is the last chapter of the Bible, is it not?
Yeah, but Bridget, you've got to tell the people everything that leads up to that. You've got to tell the people that Christ, that the Bible says, all right, that Christ came once already, and the first time Christ came, he came for a purpose. The second time he comes is to fulfill the rest of the first part of him coming.
What's the second part then?
Well, as you just said in Revelation, the second part is to judge the world.
He's going to, yes, exactly. So therefore, he's not come to love everybody.
No, Bridget, listen to me. And this is what I want you to explain clearly to the people listening, see, on this Christ thing. Because a lot of people are talking about Christ, and they haven't really, as you said earlier on, studied it enough to understand. See? Now, if you study it, what the scripture says, now, it's not a matter of whether we believe or not, I'm just going into what it says, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
Now, the prophecy says, all right, that one shall come named Christ, see, this Jesus Christ. Now, as you said, people take the name Jesus Christ and use it like John Brown.
Yeah.
If you break down the Bible, right, the Bible teaches you that Jesus represents the flesh of the man. See?
Yes.
Christ represents the spiritual, the Messiah.
Yes.
Okay. Now, in Christ's name, all right, it says that when Christ came, what he came to do is to conquer death.
Yes.
And to conquer hell.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
Now, this is the first job of Christ, to conquer death and to conquer hell.
Right.
Now, if we go into it and we carry on reading it and we believe what we read, it says that once that has been conquered, everyone in the earth has an opportunity, to go this way or that way.
Yes.
Now, depending on the choice that you make after knowing all of the facts and having all of the information, will determine whether you live or you die.
Right.
Yeah?
Yes. So we're together so far. Yeah, go on.
Now, if we put Revelation into that
perspective,
see, it doesn't appear so much to be such a sensational thing. Oh, you know, Christ is just coming to judge and he's going to be splashed in blood and rah, rah, rah. We know that. But for you to understand that, you first have to come in at the beginning and understand the beginning.
Brother,
now, the only thing that I'm having a problem with, as I told you, is that Muslim brethren, came into Africa. It was, in fact, they was running away from their own people. At the beginning of their conception, they had to run away. They was invited into Africa, Now, even the king turned around to them and said, look, you lot are welcome to stay here as long as you want.
That's right.
And he sent back a message to the king of Arabia, who was a powerful man, and said to him, these people are my guests. As long as they're here, you can't trouble them.
That's right.
Yeah?
That's right.
Now, centuries later, brethren, the same Ethiopia, and I told Briggy this the other day in his radio, and Briggy, you just skipped over it, but I'm going to say it again. When Selassie was on his throne, Selassie had family that was jealous of him and left Ethiopia and went and got the Muslims to come back and invade Ethiopia.
Well, brother, we're getting into politics now about Muslims and Christians, man. Brother, can I make a point? Because I allowed you to talk for a long time. Now, brother, can I make my point? Because what you're doing is that you're perpetuating a war between European crusaders and the Muslims of the day when they were trying to protect Palestine. When the Muslims went to the Negus, brother, wait a minute, brother, when the Muslims went to Abyssinia to see the Negus, this is a black man that inclined to righteousness. Now, when Christianity came to Europe, we're dealing with a different mindset. They organized a crusade. Imagine that.
Yeah, but we're not talking about European Christianity, brethren.
Brother,
we're not talking about
what were the crusades all about?
African Christianity that was there, where the Europeans were still in place.
Brother, what was the crusades all about? See,
brethren,
brother, you said that the Muslims and the Abyssinian Christians were at peace. Now, why is the Muslim and the Christian world at war? Because there was a man that took an ideology called Christianity and made it an ideology and not true Christianity. So we're dealing with a different mindset. So we're perpetuating a crusade that goes back hundreds of years. And right now we're not dealing with because earlier on we were together on the meaning of Christ. We were together on the meaning or the origin of how the Quran came to Muhammad. But somehow we're not connecting now because we're using a European mindset that perpetuates a war against Islam. We got to understand where the Crusades come into the picture, brother.
Bridge, all right, I hear you, right? But, you switched again. Because a minute ago we was talking about the real Christian, and now you've gone back to this Western Christian and what they think.
Well, brother, the Crusades are Westerners. They're Europeans, brother.
Bridging, I'm talking about before the Crusades.
Brother, you spoke about the Negus, the Abyssinian king.
All right, Briggy, I hear you, Briggy. I'm coming.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, my blood, yeah?
All right.
All right, blood.
Hey, brother, oh, man.
Please hold the line.
Okay, that woman again. Okay, Genesis 91.6 on your FM dial, okay, with the brother Mr. Wayne Hamid in the studio, okay, representing, okay, the nation of Islam, okay. Anyway, like I say, it's a live question and answer session, okay, yeah. Have your question to ask about, yeah, that's where it's got to be done, yeah. And I'm going to quickly take this call here. Hello, Genesis Radio?
Hello, yeah.
Hello.
I just want to ask a question to the brother there about what he said, Islam being 100% true, and how does he know that?
Hey, my brother, can you turn your radio down here? Can you just tell me your name, where you're calling from, so I know people who's listening in the listening audience, what area they're calling from?
Yeah, I'm coming from New Cross.
Okay, blood. All right.
Yeah, could you answer that question for me?
Yeah. What's the question again, brother?
How does he know Islam is 100% true?
Okay, I was referring to the Holy Quran. The Holy Quran, the book of the Muslims, the scripture of the Muslims, has not been tampered with from the time it was revealed through Prophet Muhammad. But the Bible, however, has been. That's why we have so many different versions of it. That's what I was trying to get through to the brother prior to yourself. So the Quran is a pure book, and that's the book that we use to qualify aspects of the Bible.
Well, I don't. You might think so, but like the brother before, he said it was speaking about the true Bible, and the true Bible comes from Ethiopia. And if you deal with that Bible there's no need to be dealing with all these versions, because that's King James. And we don't want to deal with King James. We want to deal with the real business.
Yes, sir.
So you can't tell me about no other Bible that I know they're saying the truth.
Okay, brother. So, I mean, I'm not going to argue about your Bible or your faith. The question I think I've answered. But, brother, I don't want the listening audience to think that we are adversarial, Christians and Muslims. You are my brother.
Listen. I ain't got no problem with anyone. What I believe is, as long as you believe in God.
Absolutely.
God meaning Allah, Jah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Or even God, as he said in the English version.
Yes, sir.
As long as you believe that and you believe in God as he says, and you praise God, I believe you're my brother.
Yes, sir. So you could,
you
can always find differences.
With the Islam or Muslim people, you got them Arabs there, yeah? And they block themselves in the name of Allah, and that to me means blasphemy. Like in Christianity, if you say certain things about God, you're blaspheming same way.
See, brother, we're going to be wary of the propaganda.
That's not propaganda. I'm just saying about Muslim people. So you can't say
no, brother.
Like the whole of Islam is right because
brother,
like you say, it is propaganda, yeah.
Yeah.
So how are these people gonna know what you're saying or from what the next?
Brother, if you give me the opportunity, I'll explain it. About 5% of the Muslim world are Arabs. The vast majority of Muslims are in Africa or Asia. So it's not an Arab religion, but it came through an Arab by the name of Prophet Muhammad, the Islam that we see practiced today. However, Islam is our nature. So we as black people were here before there was a religion called Islam.
That's true.
That's right.
True,
so
exactly.
we don't limit ourselves to no landmass called Arabia or even Africa. We see ourselves as the original peoples of the entire planet Earth. So Islam is our intrinsic nature.
And I believe that the original people are the Lion of Judah. So how come would the Lion of Judah be needing to deal with Islam? And like Islam people, them like what before said, they came into Africa with the Holy Jihad.
But brother,
and came with the Holy Jihad and slaughtered all them people in Africa.
Brother, European Christians.
In the name of God, and you can't do them things. Brother, and that's the same Muslim that's in Africa today.
Brother, and European Christians. Brother, European Christians.
People can't come into Africa and then slaughter the whole of black
people. Skinhead by culture and all that, right? I like a lot of blacks, right? Because I'm in the NF and all that, right? But I tell you, right, there's a station, and I'm sure that the old what do you call them, are running it, right? But the show's called the Mental, the Spiritual, and the Physical Regeneration Show, and I know, right, that I ain't supposed to listen, right, to what those jam jars are saying and all that, right? But I got to tell you, this geezer Briggy, he knows what he's talking about, all right? Mate? I'll tell you this, I'm stopped kicking in people's heads, mate. I know I was on it from the BMP, mate. Yeah. And I'm putting down my boots.
Fair enough. But my point of view is, don't just say to everyone, like, Muslim ain't got nothing bad, because I believe,
I said to
you, everyone's got bad in every
brother, I never said that, brother. Brother, look, European Christians came into Africa, and a lot of us have become Christians as a result. So,
therefore,
if we want to pick holes,
Africa and slaughter people and cut their tongues and all them things,
if we want to pick holes,
the same thing.
Brother, if we want to pick holes, we'll find them. But if we want to find somewhere where we can meet together and agree upon and move forward in peace, then we will find that too. So, brother, let's
point for me.
Sorry, go ahead, brother.
Find a point for me.
Brother, you asked me a
question. I need
to
find that point. I want black people to find that point.
Brother.
Yeah?
Brother.
But like you say, I just make a point. You know, like the film Malcolm X.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
And Malcolm X stated that Farrakhan, who's your leader, yeah, is known to be in the conspiracy to the killing of Malcolm X. I'm just saying that's a point. It might be a propaganda or whatever, yeah? But that's a point that the people know about.
Brother, Brother, see, we got to be careful of the statements that we make once we've been manipulated by an open enemy. Okay, because Malcolm X's wife
that's 5 minutes
is now, so 5 minutes is up, but Malcolm X's wife is working together with the Honourable Louis Farrakhan.
Yeah.
Okay, my brother, you want to ask the brother any more questions quickly?
Nah, like I'm saying, if he's saying Farrakhan is so great, yeah, he's saying some good things, yeah, but at the end of the day, he ain't no, like a whole, I don't see him in that sense as a holy being, or like that holy kind of person who ain't done no wrong, you understand? So you can't say to me he's some kind of great man. He's great in the sense of he's spread out some kind of knowledge to the people. But there is bad in every black man, and that's what we've got to realise, and the first thing, and try to eliminate it between ourselves, because that's how we can't get things together.
Okay then, my brother, yeah, because I want to have a call, it's a call through here, my brother, yeah, and quite a few people just keeps hogging up the line in the show, and that's no good, you know what I'm saying, because everyone's got their questions to ask as well, but enough respect for your call, my brother, anyway, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, peace, God, yeah? Okay, yeah, we're going to quickly I didn't even get to set up it still, but we're going to quickly go and take this call here, yeah? After this call, yeah, I'm gonna play a little advert, yeah? Hello, Genesis Radio?
Yeah, Stephen from Botley, yeah?
Okay, blood.
Yeah, just like to ask the guy a quick question, yeah? About, like, you're talking about the black man being the original man.
Yes, sir.
All that, right? I want to know what black man he's talking about, because, like, is he talking about, like, me as a black man with my afro and that, or is he talking about a man with, like, straight hair, like Indians and all that?
Okay.
Is that who he's talking about? Who's he talking about the original man being?
Okay. Brother, if you go to India, you'll find jet black people there, and their hair is straight. Is straight. If you go to the Isles of the Pacific, you'll find jet black people there with their hair straight. If you go to Australia, you'll find jet black people there with their hair straight. If you go primarily to the sub-Sahara of Africa, you'll find jet black people here with kinky hair. Now, these are the original peoples of the earth, and these are the people that all other brown skin and red skin and yellow skin people come from.
Hold on, mate, sorry. So what are you saying? Are you saying that everybody came from these people with straight hair then? Is that what you're saying?
No, wait, I'm just giving, you asked me who the original peoples are, and I gave you a description.
But when I say original, yeah, I'm talking about where everybody's come from, you know what I mean? That's what I mean, it's like, I know as a black man, I haven't came from no man with straight hair, you know what I'm saying?
No, you didn't. You didn't, but you asked me for a description of the original peoples.
All right then, mate. So where did I come from then?
You came from, if you got kinky hair like me, then you came from Africa.
No, because the reason why I say that, right, and like, I'm talking kind of loosely because I just heard it. Like, in that book, The Message for a Black Man, yeah,
yes, sir.
I heard that it's like, it says that all the original Asiatic black man came from Africa now, right? And like, the other, a set of people went into the jungle or whatever, and they were cursed, and that's how it comes. They got the big lips and the big noses and the curly hair and all that. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But as a black man, I can't really go with that.
Okay.
I just want to air if that's the teaching still.
This is the teaching of the Honourable Elijah Muhammad. See, what we do, we look at like the Caucasians and we ask the question, where did he come from? Then we look through the process of birth control.
Sorry to cut you there, mate. I'm not being rude like that. I just need to sort of see something. So you're saying, right, that me as a black man, right, with my afro and my big lips, right, and my nose, which I'm proud of, right,
yeah,
that I came about through a curse.
Came like, through
those features, my features, I'm very proud of. Are you saying that's come about through a curse? Is that what you're saying?
Through a curse? No way, brother. We don't believe in that rubbish. You see, that's another white propaganda to make us believe that our thick nose.
About going into the jungle and all this, and my nose went like how it was, and my lips went how it was.
Yeah, but brother, well, let's look at it this way. Every environment that human beings live in, whether it's really cold or really hot, then our bodies will adapt to that environment.
So you're saying that wasn't my natural state then? I wasn't naturally like that in the beginning. You're saying that I wasn't naturally looking like that I sort of evolved into looking like that?
Well, the teachings of the Honourable Elijah Muhammad said that we were in that part of Africa for 50,000 years.
All right, so what did I look like before this thing then?
Well, we look like the original peoples of the earth, brother.
Yeah, but what did that look? I want a description of that. If it wasn't...
Okay, the Honourable Elijah Muhammad said this, that we were softer in our features.
What do you mean by that? More European features? What do you mean?
European, brother. Europeans came from you and I.
Yeah, I know that, mate, but I'm talking about the look. What are you talking about? Straight nose, small lips, straight hair? Wait. Hold
up. Look. The continent of Africa. If you look at the descriptions of, because I'm an artist and I study anatomy and I study the anthropological aspects of every human being, and it comes, if you look at the continent of Africa and look at the different tribes that come from that continent, every race on earth comes from us. We have people that have straight nose. We have people that have a broad nose. We have people that are tall, short. So, brother, Europeans, the European features are not distinctly theirs. It comes from us.
I get you there, mate. I understand what you're saying, right? But what I need to know, right, is like you're saying, as far as I'm concerned, my spread nose and my big lips, my afro, that is the original features of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Everything came from that. You know what I mean? I didn't come from nobody with, as you say, softer features. My nose and my lips, mate, and my hair. You know what I mean? That's the original grafting of the planet Earth. That's what the original man looked like. I didn't have a slimmer nose. I didn't have slimmer lips. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, fair enough, brother. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just telling you.
5 minutes is up, you know, man.
And your 5 minutes is up. I'm sorry. But brother, thank you for that question. And it's likewise, man. Stay strong.
But I can't. Personally, I can't buy that, man.
Fair enough, brother.
But yeah.
Peace.
All right.
Okay, brothers and sisters out there, hear what I'm saying, bud, and brothers and sisters out there, yeah. You see when you call in, yeah, ask the man the question, yeah. Just ask the question, yeah, and just kind of just allow the lines so other people can get through, yeah. Enough respect, yeah. Anyway, yeah. I just quickly wanted to ask you, brother, because what you speak to a brother earlier on, and you're actually speaking about Muhammad not being Christ here. So, who is the Christ that's supposed to come to your?
Okay, I believe the Christ is to be the Honourable Elijah. Yes, full. Carry on? Okay. The Christ figure that I'm looking at is one that comes in the scriptural references that is used. As I stated earlier on, Christ means that one who has come to crush the power of the wicked, or the rule of the wicked, and has come with the knowledge of God. In the book of Revelation, it talks about the Lamb, and there is none that was worthy to open the book. Sorry, are you going to go for that, brother? Well, basically, the Honourable Elijah Muhammad came with a teaching of the secret of God.
Hello? Yeah, who's this?
Okay, we're going to quickly just take this call here, yeah? Hello, Genesis Radio?
Good morning, brother.
Good morning.
Briggy, Mikey.
Yes, sir. Where you speak?
I'd like to ask your guest in the studio and a couple of points. The Illuminatis and the New World Order.
Okay,
I'm not going to take up the time, and just if you'd like to comment on that, and I'm gone, yeah?
Yeah, so what you want me to say that again, please, brother?
The Illuminatis and the New World Order, what's his comments on that?
Well, they have information that black people need to get acquainted with, because people are too... when a man comes with the truth to wake up people, they start accusing him of all these conspiracy theories that it's just nothing but fantastic foolishness. But the Illuminati and the New World Order have already made plans to create a world order to sustain a privileged segment of this community, meaning the privilege of white people, to maintain their power and privileges over the darker peoples of the earth. That's it in a nutshell. I don't want to go into detail, but we need to study those organizations or those institutions a lot more. Brother's gone.
Okay, brother, you still there? Okay, the brother's gone anyway. Yeah, anyway, Genesis 91.6 and your FM died, the Black Spiritual Regeneration Show, live question and answer session, the Minister Wayne Mohammed, Mr. Louis Farrakhan, Europe, England, yeah, in the house representing, yeah? Okay, we're going to take this call here, yeah? Hello, Genesis Radio?
Hello, Genesis. Briggy?
Yes.
This is brother M from Bermondsey.
Okay,
and
blood.
I have some questions to ask that brother up on the station, yeah?
Okay, blood.
Right.
Go ahead, my brother.
This Louis Farrakhan, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Was he appointed by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Now, where can I get this information from? Do you have any videos, books, so I can research this?
Yes, sir. If you got a pen and paper, I can give you the phone number for the mosque, and we'll organize for you to either come down or we'll send it to you in the post.
Yeah?
It's 0171.
0171?
Yes, 923. 0171 923
Yeah?
1196.
Right. My next question, right? Our enslavement.
Yes, sir.
Black people enslavement.
Yes, sir.
Was it prophesied in the scriptures?
Yes, sir.
Where in the scriptures can I find it?
Genesis chapter 15, where God came to Abraham and said, "Know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and they shall serve them and will be afflicted 400 years. And after that time, I, God, will come to judge that nation whom they have served."
Right. So was this the plan of Allah?
That's correct. Yes, sir.
It was the plan of Allah.
Yes, sir.
Was the white man wrong to enslave us?
He is an instrument to fulfill God's plan. Yes. He's a
So was the white man wrong to enslave us?
Well, he couldn't help himself because he's by nature is inclined.
So it was the plan of Allah for a white man to do wickedness to us.
Yes, sir. Because we see, this is what the Honorable Louis Farrakhan said. It says Jews keep talking about the Holocaust, and they never question God. Why did He allow that? So we as black people, we talk about slavery, but we don't question God. Why did?
This is DJ. You can call me Daddy on the Regeneration show.
We got Briggy and our Genesis school coming from the juggling squad.
This is Spencer Friend. Two-time London amateur boxing champion, just turned pro, and the most handsome light middleweight champion ever. I big up all the Genesis crew. Don't stop, listen. 91.6.
Hello, my name is Sheena. I'm 14. When I'm at home, I listen to OG Briggy show. Bad Boy show.
Yo, big up yourself, Briggy, from the Regeneration show, coming from the Sandy. See?
Yeah, this is Danny Williams, the next heavyweight champion in the world.
This is Khan Muhammad from the South London Study Group of the Nation of Islam. Just like to say big up to the one Briggy on the Genesis Radio. We need more strong black men in a community like this, representing our people in a positive peace.
My name is Diane Abbott, Member of Parliament for Hackney North and Stoke Newington, and I listen to Briggy on Genesis Radio.
My name is Denise. I'm 9 years old. I always listen to Briggy on Genesis FM. I really love OG Briggy's show.
This is Mikey Simpson tuning into the Regeneration show with OG Briggy.
This is Curtis Walker, bigging up Briggy on Genesis Radio, big time.
Big up the man like Briggy. MC Scheme said that from Sterling Collat, 9 to 1.6 every time.
Yeah, this is Susserant speaking for OG Briggy. I just want to say to all station man, make we unite.
Briggy on Genesis Radio, seeing no less I'm going to say that, and you know, so we don't take back talk.
My name is Jade. And my name's Bianca. We listen to our Dad's Talk Show. It teaches you about your own black history. That's why our Dad's special. We love you, Dad. Keep up the good work.
Hello, this is Steve McKenzie. I listen to Briggy on Genesis Radio.
It's quite free to with them. Picking up Briggy on Genesis Radio.
No, see, we don't. Come again about the white man? Come with that one again.
Should we be serving the same Allah as the white man?
Oh, as the white man. Oh, I see. The same God. Well, if the white man is a righteous man, worshipping a righteous God, yes, then we should. But if the white man is worshipping a devil, then no, we shouldn't.
Now, I mean, how could the white man be worshipping the devil if you just said that our enslavement was the plan of Allah, and Allah used the white man as a tool, yes?
Yes.
So therefore, the Allah of the black man has to be the same Allah as the white man.
Absolutely, so there's only but one.
We're worshipping him.
See, we have so much fixation about this white man. We give him too much power. Let's deal with God. Now, I said earlier on that we have the potential to be God, and we have the negative and a positive force in each and every one of us. Now, the white man is the full manifestation of the negative aspect of our nature. That's why he is inclined to wickedness. Now, if a God has a plan, because the Honorable Louis Farrakhan teaches us that we must rise above emotion into the thinking of God. Now, he wants to create a people that can fulfill their full potential. But in our makeup, our biological and genetic makeup, that we have to go through certain trials. It's like a diamond. The most precious diamonds are the ones that have suffered the most pressure under the earth. Now, we have the potential, and it's our time to rule as black people, because we are most qualified, because we've gone through the most hell, because hell is purification. But if we keep it on a level where we see slavery and we don't go beyond it and dare to challenge and question God, why did you allow this white man to enslave us and afflict us for 400 years, then we will remain in a position where we will never get into a status of power to deal with the white man as he should be dealt.
But the question I'm asking you,
yes, sir,
is the white man's Allah the same Allah as the black man?
Yes, as brother, I thought I answered that. If your God is a righteous God, and you're worshiping that righteous God, and there's a white man who's who's trying to do righteousness, and he worships that same God, of course you are. But if a white man is worshiping a devil,
does good and evil come from Allah?
Yes.
Okay, the question's answered there.
I have one more question, yeah?
Okay, because you know what I'm saying, but I want everybody to get the time.
All right, I understand. I have one more question, yeah?
Go ahead, brother.
Right? You said earlier on that Adam was made a Khalifa, yes?
Yes, sir.
Right. So Allah Khalifa is supposed to be a successor, yes?
Yes, sir.
Who did Adam succeed?
God. Why would he make a successor if he wasn't going to go away? If you're a car mechanic and you have an apprentice and you teach him everything that you know, then that apprentice becomes a car mechanic. The same with a doctor, a lawyer, and if you are God and you teach your chosen servant all the hidden wisdoms of the universe, and when you go away, then your chosen servant takes your place. The knowledge and understanding of the originator of the heavens and the earth. Yes.
You said God created Adam, yes, as a Khalifa, and then this Allah went away, yes. This Allah went away, yes, and left Adam as a Khalifa, yes.
Well, he created Adam as his Khalifa, yes, sir.
And he went away, yes.
I'm not saying he went away, but if he create a Khalifa, a successor, then he must have gone away.
Okay, so where did this Allah go?
Well, if Allah is... Look, brother, if I die, if I've taught someone all that I know, and my physical body dies, then I'm still living in the person that I've trained and taught everything that I know. So physically, I've passed away, but my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding still lives on. Yes, sir.
Allah is dead?
Physically?
So Allah is dead, yes?
No. See, we can't say Allah is dead when we're living in a universe that's alive. But if we're going to deal it on a physical level, then yes.
So this is the Allah supposed to be worshipping, Allah that died.
No, you don't worship flesh, brother. If you read your Bible or your Quran, you don't worship flesh.
Okay. Well, in the day, you're going and I never call it school, yeah?
All right, thanks, Briggy.
Enough to spit on ready, yeah?
Yes.
All right, peace, yeah?
See, I don't want to shit.
Excuse me, I'm looking for my roots. Can you help me? You want somebody to look after your roots? Go to Father and Son 464 New Cross Road.
And we're just going to go straight and take this call quickly, yeah? Hello, Genesis Radio?
Yeah, hello. This is Patrick from Camberwell.
Okay, Patrick.
Yeah, I got a question for the brother there.
Okay, then.
Yeah, what I want to know is what is your definition of the word holy?
Holy, complete,
yes.
Complete, untampered with, purified, pure.
Something that is pure, yeah?
That's correct.
Okay, so the question that I asked is, who is that white man in that picture above the Honourable Elijah Muhammad and his son?
That's Master Farad Muhammad.
And who is he?
Master Farad Muhammad is the man that taught the Honourable Elijah Muhammad.
And he's a white man, yeah?
His mother was a Caucasian and his father was an original black man.
So obviously he was impure. He wasn't really like, you said that something holy is undiluted. He was mixed.
Okay.
So where does that put him?
Well, brother, that's why we have to look at it in the context of the scriptures. Now,
scriptures ain't got nothing to do with it.
It's got everything to do with it, brother.
What has it got to do with it?
It's got everything to do with it because we're a people that was lost in America.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, he was a mixed person, yeah?
Of course.
So at the end of the day, right, you said something that is holy is something that is untampered with. Is that right and true?
Okay, do you want me to go into the history of Master Farad Muhammad? Because we'll be here all night.
There's no problem to go into the history of Marcus.
Well, see, but if you don't understand the backdrop, because
the question, mate.
See,
if
brother,
you say that something is holy,
brother, we deal with truth here, okay?
Yeah,
so if we're going to become,
no problem.
Sorry,
no problem with that, mate. Go on.
Okay, so if we're going to look at Master Farad Muhammad on a superficial level, are you still there, brother? Okay, then we want to see him in the context of the work in which he did. Now, let's look at the backdrop. Here are people. At the time, 22 million black people robbed of their names, their language, their history, their culture, religion, and their God. They knew nothing of themselves, totally destroyed. Now, they're in the house of white people wearing their names. Now, as the scripture says, that when Jesus would, or the Christ would come as
hold up a minute, mate. Hold up a minute. Right, you saying that, right? You're talking about some sort of like saying that black people went through at a certain period of time, yeah? True or false?
Could you repeat that, please, again?
You're saying that the Farad Muhammad geezer, yeah, the white man. You said the reason why a white man was sent.
He wasn't a white man, but go ahead. Go ahead. He wasn't a white man, but go ahead, brother.
He was a white man because he's got white hair.
He's got white hair?
Yeah, his hair was like a white man's hair. True or false?
Well, actually, I've seen all the peoples on the earth have straight hair except you and I.
Is your hair straight?
No, sir.
So what are you talking about then?
So, brother, if you go to like Australia to see the Aborigines, would you say they're white people? I don't think so, but they have straight hair.
Who, the Aborigines?
Yes, sir.
Have you seen the Aborigine with straight hair like a white man?
Yes, sir.
When? Have you got a picture of one?
You and I are the only people on the face of the earth
1 minute,
that
mate,
have
1
kinky
minute.
hair.
Hold up, mate. I'll ask you a question now. Are you going to answer the question or not? I'll ask you a question. Have you seen an Aborigine with hair like a white man? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Have you got a picture of one?
Yes, sir.
Where?
I told it, brother, before yourself, that I am an artist and I study human anatomy and anthropology. So I know what I'm talking about.
All right, mate. All right. Answer the question out there, right? Okay, you said that the white man is a devil. True or false, yeah?
Well, yes, of course I've said that.
He's a devil. So, all right, that means your God is a devil. True or false, yeah?
Brother, I don't worship the devil. Okay?
But you just say that the white man is a devil. Brother, if the white man's a devil, and he's the one that helped your master, whatever you call it.
Okay, it looks as if I'll have to give you a little backdrop of Master Farad Muhammad for you to maybe have a little understanding of where I'm coming from. Because
I'm giving you a chance to tell me, mate, but you're not answering the question. Answer the question, mate.
Brother, okay. Master Farad Muhammad's mother was a Caucasian woman.
Which makes her a devil, yeah?
She was especially
chosen.
She
was a devil, true. All right, if his mother was a Caucasian, that means she was a devil, true or false?
Now, as I said, brother,
was his mother a devil, yes or no?
You gonna let me answer it or not?
Can you answer the question? Was his mother a devil, yes or no?
There was, in the scriptures, it talks about a woman being cast...
Scripture?
Oh, my goodness. Brother, a woman had 7 devils cast out of her.
Yeah, what did the Lord Muhammad say? He said, I don't believe that, Fancy. He doesn't believe that.
Brother, see,
what are you talking about, mate?
Brother, if you want me to complete the backdrop of Master Farad Muhammad...
Break it down, mate. Break it down. Break it down, mate. Come on.
Brother.
Come on, mate.
Brother, I'm trying to speak to you intelligently.
Okay, because it sounds like we're getting misled there, right?
Brother, I'm trying to speak to you intelligently. But you're just...
1 minute, mate.
Brother, let me... You want me to explain Master Farad Muhammad and we can go forward?
Yes, we are going to go forward.
Okay, so you let me explain.
Every time we try to go forward, you keep on going backwards, mate. I mean, let's answer step-by-step questions now. Right, is the white man a devil, yes or no?
By nature, he's inclined to devilishment, yes.
Okay, that question's been answered. What's the next question?
Yeah, answer the question yet. What are you talking about, mate?
He just said, yeah, the white man is a devil. So what are you
doing now? So I asked it, the white man is a devil. Okay, is the mother of this man, Farad, right, he said she was a Caucasian, yeah?
Yes, that's correct.
Right, does that make her a devil?
Make Master Farad Muhammad a devil.
Does it make his mother a devil?
Well, if she had the teachings of devilishment, let's see, brother.
Oh, mate, come on, look, we're going backwards now, mate. I mean, come on, bloody heck. I mean, all I want is one bloody question.
Are you a devil? Brother, are you a devil? Are you a white man? Are you a white man?
Am I a white man?
Yeah.
Am I, of course, mate.
Okay, okay, brother. Now I know where you're coming from. Now I know where you're coming from. Now, brother. Devilishment. Brother.
Answer the question, mate. Is the mother of Lord Muhammad a devil, yes or no?
Brother, I've answered that question already. Now, I've said earlier on that wickedness or devilishment is a teaching, and white people are inclined toward that. So therefore, his mother had to be given a new teaching so that she could produce a child that would not be inclined to the weakness in their nature. So therefore, when he was sent to America, or when he came to America to seek a people that were in bondage from a people that looked like himself, as a thief in the night, he had to seek out the valuables that was in America. So, brother, I'm trying to give you a backdrop of Master Farad Muhammad.
You lost me. I didn't understand one word what you said there, mate. One word.
Well, brother, maybe you take this phone number down, brother, and maybe you come down to the mosque and I'll explain it to you in...
Oh, you know what, mate? All right.
Okay, you got a pen and paper? Brother, you got a pen and paper?
I've got a pen and paper.
Yeah, so come down to the mosque and I'll explain it to you in detail.
And I'm around in the mosque, yeah? Me and being in half course.
I said, of course you can come to the mosque, brother.
Yeah? Okay, mate, listen, mate. What I want to know, right? Farad Muhammad, yeah? Farad Muhammad, yeah? He was half white and half black.
That's correct.
Is that what you say?
That's correct, yes.
He was half devil and half original man. Is that true or false?
If you want to put it in that term, yes.
He was half devil, yeah?
If you want to put it in that term, yes.
Okay, then. So, why'd you put him on a pedestal to be like something great if he's a devil, then, mate?
Well, brother, see, I've explained to you his mission, and I've explained to you his mother. So you're just going. You said I'm going around in circles. You're the one that's going around in circles.
You lost me, right? You lost me.
Okay, my brother.
All right. You know what, mate? Okay, all right. Let's leave that. I've got quite a few questions, mate.
Yeah, but you can phone back up. You can phone back later on.
Yeah, all right. Well, give us a chance, mate. I mean, come on, give us a chance.
Yeah, but I've just given you've had X amount of time, man. Come on, man.
Come on, mate. It's a question. What are you talking about?
Of course, it's a question and answer show.
Yeah, let me answer questions, then, mate. Yeah, answer questions. All right, one more question, mate. One more question.
What I'm saying, you keep asking
One more question. One more question. One more question, yeah?
Go on.
One more question. All right. The brother also said that us as I'm a mixed race, so I can't really say us. All right, you say white people came from black people. Now, what I want the brother to do, can you actually break that down for me? I mean, how did he come to that conclusion?
Well, two white people can't produce a brown child, much less a black child.
Look, mate, I just asked one question. Can you explain to me how white people come from black people?
Okay, all right. I'll start with black people.
Give your best shot.
And that's the last question.
Okay.
All right.
A black child.
Wait. Hey, listen, my man. Yeah, this is a question and answer. So yeah, I know what I meant to ask. Specific questions, yeah. I meant to answer, and that's it. Yeah. Don't keep telling me about. Come on, mate. It's a question and answer. I'll just cut you off, mate. Yeah.
Oh, mate. All right. Sorry about it, mate. So apologies.
Okay, a black couple can produce a black child, a brown child, a yellow child, and a white child. But a white couple can only produce a white child. They cannot produce brown, much less black. So genetically and biologically, it's an impossibility for black people to come from white people. So black people being the original source for all colors, that is the birth process of how white people came into being.
Okay, are you saying that two black people, right, had an intercourse and they gave birth to a white baby? Is that what you're saying?
Well, you can go to Black Africa, brother, and see albinos.
Yeah, I understand that, but are you saying that so you're saying two black people gave birth to a white person, yeah?
As brother, you asked me where do white people come from, basically.
Yeah,
yes, I've given you the answer.
So that answer's yes, yeah? Two black people had intercourse and they gave birth to a white person. Is that what you're saying?
Brother, I've given you the answer, so let's move on.
All right, can I ask is it all right if I can ask one more question?
It's up to the DJ.
Can I ask one more question, DJ?
I ain't no DJ. My name is OG Briggy, and I'm the host of the Black Spiritual Physical Regeneration Show. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So, Let's ask the man a question quickly.
Okay, because I've done some research on the Honourable Elijah Muhammad, and you said that Louis Farrakhan was actually appointed by the man. And have you seen that the Saviour's Day, I think is it late 60s, early 70s, of the Honourable Elijah Muhammad? Have you seen that one, mate?
Have I seen, what, could you say the last...
The Saviour's Day of the Honourable Elijah Muhammad, the one that he gave, I don't know if it was early 70s, late 60s. It was a lot, I can't remember the date, mate.
Well, I've seen a few, you have to be specific, but go on.
Alright, he spoke about a man coming with a little lamb. Now, I'm confused on that. I mean, can you explain that for me? He said that a man shall come after him, right, and he should be able to, like, tell you about the little lamb. Now, I don't know much about Arabic or that, mate. He said something about the little lamb. He said something about a flag and your own language or something like that. Can you just explain that for me, mate?
Okay. What I was trying to explain earlier on in scriptural terms, that's where the term lamb comes from, is that in the book of Revelations, a lamb will be the one, looking as if he was slain to the foundations of the earth, would be worthy...
sorry to cut you there, mate. He also said that something about this man would be able to break down the scriptures in different languages.
Right, my man, your time's up, you know. Your time's up, yeah?
Time's up. Can I call back, mate?
Respect for your call, yeah?
Can I call back later?
Yeah, you can, man, yeah?
Oh, thanks a lot, mate. Love you to death, mate. Oh,
okay, then. Okay, Genesis 91.6 on your FM, the Black Spiritual Metaphysical Regeneration Show. Open a question and answer. Okay, with the Minister Wayne Muhammad in the house. Okay, representing, yeah. If you'd like to call in and ask the brother any questions, yeah, please just ask the brother a quick question. He's going to answer it quickly. Don't get into too much elaborate. Just ask the question quick and we'll just move on, yeah. Anyway, if you'd like to call in, yeah, 0958 248 398, yeah, that's 0958 248 398, yeah. That's for the live link here. Anyway, yeah, Robert's just got a quick question he wants to ask the brother. I'm going to have to quickly do it.
Brother Wayne, I've noticed that between the members of the brothers, yeah, some of you wear black and some of you wear green. Is there significance to that?
No, none whatsoever, brother. However, the brothers have a tendency to want to wear maybe a black suit all the time so we look uniformed. Because like with any organization, if we all dress in the same color code, psychologically it looks as if there's more of us than there really is. So there's no real reason behind it, but it's just out of preferences we like to look the same.
Okay, we've got a call. I'm going to quickly take this call, yeah? Hello, Genesis?
Yeah, it is Genesis.
Yeah, Genesis, yeah, blood.
Yeah. Is there Brother Wayne X there?
Yeah, Brother Wayne X, yeah. Brother Wayne Muhammad, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, Brother Wayne X.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. According to your teachings, yeah, do you believe that Prophet Muhammad was the last prophet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And do you believe that Jesus is a Messiah?
Yes, sir. Not the historical Jesus.
Pardon?
Not the historical Jesus of 2,000 years ago, no. But we do believe him to be the Messiah, the one that will come in the last day.
Okay. Who is Minister Louis Farrakhan in relation to the Prophet Muhammad or Jesus?
He's a divine reminder in our midst. He's not a prophet. He's not, well, we could call him a messenger, but he doesn't wear that title. First, the title he likes to wear most is a brother. But I see him as a divine reminder in our midst.
Okay, where does he get his divinity from?
Well, if he wasn't divinely protected, brother, he would have been dead a long time ago.
Well, that's debatable. But okay then, is he mentioned in these scriptures?
Is Minister Farrakhan mentioned in these scriptures?
Yeah.
What you said?
Is he mentioned in the Bible or is he mentioned in the Holy Quran?
Not by name, brother. But see, we're not looking for Minister Farrakhan in the Bible or the Quran.
Pardon?
We're not looking for Minister Farrakhan in the Bible or Quran. As I said, brother...
Therefore, okay, in that sense, if you're not looking for him in the Bible and the Quran, and you call yourselves Muslims, and you live, and you call yourselves Muslims because the Bible and the Quran exist, then where do you look for to place Minister Louis Farrakhan?
Okay, brother. If a man comes in the footsteps of the prophets, the messengers, and sages that were sent by God and is doing a work that reflects that, then we ought to study it.
True.
So therefore, what I see Minister Farrakhan doing is a divine work.
Therefore, you must agree that if he's doing a divine work, then he is being divinely inspired by the Most High.
Oh, yes, the Bible and the Quran. Oh, by God, ultimately.
Pardon?
By God, ultimately. Inspired by God.
Ultimately. Well, in that case, who do you see him as? Do you see him as black people's savior for this day and time?
Do I see him as what? Sorry, brother.
As the savior of the black race for this day and time.
No, brother. I see him as a warner in our midst.
As a warner.
As a warner, yes, sir.
Okay, then if he's a warner, then he must be warning us for someone or somebody to come. Who is that person?
He's warning us of the destruction of when God comes to destroy the rule of the wicked.
Yeah?
Yes, that's how I see him.
Okay, but listen, the only problem I've got with the Nation of Islam,
yes, sir,
is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad came with the original teachings and he set up the Nation of Islam. Okay.
Now, Master Prophet Muhammad set up Nation of Islam.
Back in the 40s and the 50s and 60s, the Nation of Islam was at its strongest. And when I see it today now, and I look at the teachings, I don't see no advancement.
Well, brother, in 75 to 77, the Nation of Islam lost everything that was built up by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan is repurchased practically everything that was lost.
Okay, okay. Question, please.
Sorry, say that
Hello?
last. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, why doesn't the Nation of Islam acknowledge Dr. Malachi Z. York and the Holy Tabernacle Ministries? And why don't they acknowledge the amount of information that he has put out to the public for over 30 years?
Well, brother, I don't know about that, but what we do acknowledge is truth. And if, as you say, Dr. York or the other organization you just stated, if they have truth, we'll recognize it, because we believe there's truth in everywhere. I've listened to my son, who's only 4 years old, and he tells me enough truth that I listen to. So wherever truth is, brother, we'll embrace it.
But the truth of the matter is, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad never appointed Minister Louis Farrakhan as his successor.
Well, brother, a tree is known by the fruit it bears.
True.
So people don't believe that.
The fruit that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has bared is nothing but nonsense. He hasn't taught us nothing. He hasn't broken down anything for us to give us understanding. Well, all he keeps on going on about is the white man's the devil, the white man's the devil, that.
Well, okay, brother, that's your personal view, and you can...
No, it's not my personal view. That is the fact. I mean, the Nation of Islam, you lot walk around with your bald heads and your suits, and you talk all your talk about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, but you can't break down anything to give a man understanding. You can't defend what you're talking.
Okay, fair enough, brothers. That's your point of view.
It's not a case of it's my point of view. It's not my point. I'm only looking at things by the facts. Okay. And the facts speak for itself.
Okay, brother.
Okay, there is no... Okay, give me a solution. One simple solution. Okay.
Love yourself and love your people, brother. That's the solution. Brother, love yourself and love your people. Unity is the only key to our success. Love yourself and love your people.
But listen, we can say this until we're blue in the face.
Well, brother,
there are many of our people out there who are still fooled by Islam. They are still fooled by Christianity, and they're still fooled by the nonsense that has been perpetrated over the years. Nation of Islam, Minister Louis Farrakhan in particular, has not got rid of that. Has not shown us any solution to that.
Okay,
so why should I follow him?
Well, brother, I'm not asking you to. I mean, I've been invited on this program to air my point of view.
You have been invited on this program to defend yourself and to defend your belief. And and so far I ain't heard none of that.
Well, brother, it's up to you, brother. You shouldn't get upset because you feel as if I'm not defending my belief.
No, my friend. I'm not upset. I'm not upset.
Okay.
Okay. When we're talking about this subject, it's a very emotional subject. Okay. And as you know, there are many people out there claiming to be this and claiming to be that. And in reality, they're nothing but deceivers.
Okay, brother, let me tell you what we're doing. We've already started our school, as I stated, and we're encouraging a culture of self-reliance. Now, if that's not the key to our success, then maybe you should present a better way. So, because we don't want to have to wait anymore for any other people's opinions until they actually prove it by establishing the solution. So, in the meantime, we're going to be very busy building.
Okay. What you said is very, very, very nice and very fair enough. But let me put this question to you. Yeah, during the Gulf War, okay, when the Gulf War broke out and all the U.S. nationals that were in Arab states.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
They were not allowed to leave the States unless they were members of the CIA or FBI.
Right.
At that time, your Minister Louis Farrakhan, the person who you follow and respect as your leader, okay, was in Libya.
Yes.
And he was able, during the Gulf War, to leave Libya and to come back to the United States.
That's correct.
Now, if your man is sincere, if he is sincere, can you tell me how he's able to do that? If
Well,
he's not a member
brother,
of the CIA
he went to Libya
or FBI?
and he went down to Iraq.
Yeah.
And he told the Iraqi soldiers and all those Muslim soldiers that my brothers, meaning black men in the American army, are in the desert, and he doesn't want to see them killed. Because it's not a question about... So that's the reason. Brother, you asked me a question.
What he told them.
Brother,
at the end of the day, he was over there.
you asked me a question.
Leave and come back to America. The only people that were allowed to do that were the CIA and FBI. Now you tell me.
Brother, the soldier, he went out there to tell the Muslim Iraqis that he doesn't
how
want...
was he able to leave, my friend? How was he able to leave?
Because
he wasn't a member of the CIA or FBI. How was he able to leave?
Because Minister Farrakhan does not obey the laws of the land if it conflicts with his religion.
Hold on.
If it conflicts
so you are trying to tell me that Minister Louis Farrakhan is above the law of the land?
No, brother, let me tell you something about how governments work.
Why can't he come into Britain?
Brother, you're going to let me talk. Now, let me tell you how governments work. That they can put an order down that you are not to... I mean, right now, there's an order for Americans not to go to Libya. Now, if you want to obey the white government that's kept our people in these conditions for hundreds of years, then it's up to you. But Minister Farrakhan is demonstrating what freedom is. He doesn't give a damn who says...
Okay.
to tell them where to go. He can go to meet Gaddafi if he wants to.
I'm so glad you said that, because you have just put your foot in it. What you are saying now, that Minister Louis Farrakhan condones people to break the law.
If it conflicts with their religion.
If it conflicts, so hold on. You are telling me, okay, that Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam are prepared to go against the forces that be? Do you expect to win?
Well, if we believe that God is on our side, yes.
Hold on, you believe God is on your side?
If we believe that God is on our side, yes,
so where
we
was
believe
God?
we win.
Where was God? Where was God when Minister Louis Farrakhan wanted to come over to Britain and speak to his beloved black folk in Britain?
Oh, I see where you're coming from now, brother.
Now, hold on.
Brother, it really is a question, brother. Where were you in supporting us to get him into the country?
Yes. When he took it upon himself to put himself in a divine mission from God, he was not able to even step on the shores of Britain. Whose God is more powerful? Obviously, the God of Islam and Honorable Elijah and Minister Louis Farrakhan is not as powerful as the establishment here.
Brother. Now, in Libya, they haven't barred Minister Farrakhan from coming in, and America cannot bar anyone from leaving its shores. Now, Britain has the power to prevent anybody from coming in. That's why they have all these asylum places for our people that they don't want to populate this country. Now, if Minister Farrakhan is considered a persona non grata, as they considered Malcolm X, then they have the power to prevent that.
Okay, then. Going back to your teachings, yeah, is it true that the Nation of Islam teaches that originally, black people or Nubian people had straight hair and thin lips, and as a result of a curse being put onto us, our lips grew bigger and our hair turned kinky?
No, we don't believe in no curse, brother. But the only curse that we've ever read in the Bible is when someone was turned white.
This is in your teachings.
No, we don't. No, brother. We don't believe in curse, brother.
Wayne X. How long have you been a member of the Nation of Islam?
Well, I've been in the teachings for about 10 years now.
About 10 years?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have not got the pleasure to say I'm a member of the Nation of Islam. But as far as the teachings go, this is how much I know. In your teachings, you state, and I strongly advise you to go away and research this. You state that black people originally came from a curse.
No, I never said that, brother. And they don't believe that either.
You may not say it. You may not have said it. You may not have said it. But the foundation of the organization
brother, let's deal with some actual
to.
facts, brother. You just deal with some actual facts, because that is nowhere in the writings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
That is in the writings, and you know what? You know what, my friend. I advise you to go away and research that. That is in your.
Bring it forward, and then we'll deal with it, because it doesn't exist.
Okay, it's 12 minutes now. Yeah, I just want to allow next caller to come and do it.
Yeah? Alright, Briggy, respect for what you're doing, yeah?
Yeah, man, enough respect for your call,
yeah?
Why people come on so hostile? If you You don't believe?
This is Genesis Radio, the talk show. Johnny, I'm going to make you know. You have to phone in and express yourself, express your views. And if you have any
Okay, Genesis 91.6 on your FM, the Black Spiritual, Mental and Physical Regeneration Show. Open question and answer. Okay, we have the Minister Wayne Mohammed in the studio, okay, representing, okay. We just lost that call there. If you'd like to call back in, your number 0958 248 398. 0958 248 398. And we're going to go quickly and take this call here. Hello, Genesis Radio.
Yo, Briggy, can I speak to the guy?
Okay then, brother. Where you calling from?
I'm Stockwell.
Okay, bro.
My friend.
Yes, sir. What's your name, my brother?
Alan.
Alan, how you doing, brother?
When Judgment Day comes, where are you going to be and the Nation of Islam?
Where are we going to be?
Yeah, where are you going to be when Judgment Day comes?
I don't know where I'm going to be. Well, where will you be?
Where would I be?
Yes.
I want to know where you're going to be.
I don't know. I could be walking down the street. I could be in the back garden.
And what? And you're going to get saved?
Oh, brother. So you sound like a Christian, brother. Is that correct?
I'm not Christian.
So what are you, brother? So what are you, brother?
I'm nothing.
Well,
I'm not a Christian.
So, because I need to know the backdrop why with this question.
I just want to know where you're going to be and the Nation of Islam when the world or whatever explodes or Judgment Day comes. I want to know where you and Farrakhan.
Well, brother, I'm not God. God knows, yes? Because no one knows whether or not they're going to be saved except God. So, I don't know, brother.
So you've got no answer then?
I don't know. It's that simple. It's that simple. I'm just striving to be righteous.
At the end of the day, there's certain government bodies out there, there's police out there. They want you to join the Nation of Islam because at the end of the day, they know where to come to find you in a mosque praying on your hands and your knees, and they're going to come in there and bust all your heads.
Maybe, maybe not.
It's true. That's a fact. They like you to join the Nation of Islam because they know at the end of the day where to find you in a mosque.
Yeah. Okay, brother.
Okay, hey, Alan.
Yeah.
Any more questions to ask, bud?
No, that's it, Briggy.
Okay.
All right, nice one, blood.
All right, then, peace.
All right, peace, yeah.
This is my name. For People's Talk Show. Listen to Genesis Radio every time.
Okay, we're just going to quickly go and take this call here, yeah? Hello, Genesis Radio?
Yes, Briggy.
Yes, blood.
Yes, Minister Rebels.
Okay, Minister Rebels in the house. Okay, Minister Rebel. Do you want to put consider with the brothers, yeah?
Yeah, sure, man. To the brother Wayne?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I watched the video, right, of one of Farrakhan's speeches.
Yes, sir.
And he addressed a topic that I'd like to know more about and you to enlighten a bit more. He talked about a mothership.
Yes, sir.
And he talked about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad being in the ship.
Yes, sir.
And I'd like to know where this ship come from, who made it, and, you know, is it going to come back for us?
Okay. Firstly, Mr. Farrakhan in 1987 had a vision that he was taken up to a ship, and he heard the voice of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now, in the writings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he said that there was a ship that was made in Japan, which is half a mile by half a mile, and it would be used in the last days to drop bombs on America and drop a couple of bombs here in England.
Right.
Now, so go on, brother.
Yeah, so this mothership is made by Japan?
No, it was made in Japan.
What, by the Japanese?
No, sir.
By who?
By the inhabitants and the scientists that know the future of the judgment that's coming to America and Europe.
Where these scientists, where do they come from? Where can I locate these scientists?
Well, I don't know. If I knew where they were, then the devil would know where they were. I don't know where they are, brother.
Where do they come from?
Where do they come from? Well, this is guesswork now. Now, in the teachings or in the writings.
You're both. I don't want you to do that. I want you to be precise.
Well, brother, I can't give you actual facts. Because if you ask me a question of where they are and I don't know where they are, I can only give you an idea where I think they may be or where they
go ahead then.
And so therefore, we're told, like in the book of Revelation, there are 24 elders. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said these are 24 scientists that write the future of the world in 25,000 years in advance. And they dwell in Mecca. Sorry?
These are the scientists. Them 24 elders are scientists that built the ship in Japan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and you have no idea where they come from.
I don't. You've asked me that question already, brother.
So I just want a confirmation. No idea where they come from. And this information, how do you know it's authentic?
Well, as I said earlier on, you know a tree by the fruit it bears. If it's not authentic, then one can dismiss it because nothing will come of it. Okay. But if something is being productive, then one has to look at it and study it.
Right, towards the end, there's the mark of the beast and the New World Order. Do you agree with that?
Oh yes.
Okay,
yes.
What is the solution to that problem?
Well, the solution is the destruction of the wicked.
And how do we do that?
No, we ain't going to do it, brother.
Who does that?
God has saved that for himself.
Is Farad Muhammad?
Well, he's a part of it.
He's a part of it, or is it specifically him in the person?
Well, he's a part of it.
Because you spoke and said that Elijah Muhammad was to come back, but I thought Elijah was the Elijah that was in the book of Malachi.
Well, yes, I believe it to be that.
It doesn't say that Elijah's going to come, then Elijah's going to come back. He's going to prepare the way for the one coming at the end.
That's
the one coming at the end, who is that?
Okay, could you say that last line again, please, brother?
The one coming to come at the end, who is that?
Well, I believe that to be Elijah.
Elijah Muhammad?
I believe that to be, yes.
But in your teachings, it specifically points out that the Elijah spoken of in the book of Malachi is to herald the way for the one to come at the end. Not that correct. It would be Elijah in his own way.
See, before that great and dreadful day of the Lord,
yeah, that's right,
I shall send you Elijah.
That's right.
Now,
the Lord
he's already done that.
Yeah, that's right. So then Elijah comes back again. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I believe. Yes, sir.
You believe this? Is this facts?
You asked me what I believe, and I've told you what I believe.
Yeah, but is what you're saying, is it facts?
Brother.
Is that a fact? Not a
brother, I can be a fact if the man hasn't come back. So it's what I believe. You believe, like, if I was to see you, and you said, oh, brother, I'll be back 2 hours from now. I believe that you'll be back in 2 hours from now. Okay, but until you return, I won't know.
All right, the graftation of the white man from the black man, what specifically was the process, and how did that come about?
It was a process of 600 years.
Uh-huh. And was that Israel?
No, sir. It was on the Isle of Patmos.
Yeah, I know it was on the Isle of Patmos.
Oh, you mean the people? Are they considered Israel?
Yeah, was that Israel?
Yes, yes, sir. If you look at it in the...
I'm according to your teachers, I'm talking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right, and so Jacob's son. Yeah? Jacob?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so...
No.
The 12 tribes of Israel, right? Were they the first Caucasians?
Well, see, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad says that there's an historical... No, brother, see, I don't want to mix up the historical with the prophetical.
No,
we are looking at the antitypical characteristics of a person. Now, Jacob wrestled with an angel throughout the night. But that's not the same Jacob. Go ahead, brother.
I'm talking about the graftation of the white race out of the darker race.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that process was meant to be Israel according to your teachings, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the 12 tribes of Israel was they your first white man?
See, that's what I was trying to get at, is that I don't want to mix up the prophetical with the historical.
Oh, that's no.
Sorry?
Is that a no then?
No.
So there wasn't the first white man then?
Not in the physical sense where you're saying.
All right, which was the first physical white man?
The first physical white man was a process of 600 years of birth control on the Isle of Patmos that were allowed into the Holy Land. So when you look in the book of Genesis, there are two creation stories of Adam. And the second Adam story, in the 5th chapter of Genesis, you'll find that he was in the Garden of Eden. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
You know, but blood, is that according to the King James, because it was the Elohim that was in the garden?
Well, brother, there are two Genesis stories.
Okay.
One Adam was made from the dust of the earth. The other Adam was made in the image and the likeness of God. So
Prophet Muhammad.
No. I'm dealing with the originator of the heavens and the earth. That's what I'm saying, brother. There are two creation stories.
Right, which one's your creation story?
They're both we understand them both, but one is the origin of the white man encrouched in Scripture, and the other one is the origin of the first man, meaning you and I.
Yeah, okay, so the origin of graftation, which was the first manifestation of this Caucasian?
On the Isle of Patmos.
Specifically, who was that? Was it?
I mean, like what person?
Yeah, in the person.
Oh, I see. I don't know his name. It was a people.
It was a people. What's the name of those people? Israel.
In the context in which you're using it, yes.
You're dancing with me, man. I want to get to the point, you know what I mean?
See, brother.
You're dancing with me.
No, brother.
Are you Israel in the Bible?
Brother, as I said, there is an historical and a prophetical. Now, I don't want to mix up the historical.
Just tell me your one, I could do with your one.
Okay, you want to know who Israel is? Because Israel, remember, Jacob's name was changed, was it not?
That's right.
Because he wrestled with the angel throughout the night. Now, a righteous prophet wouldn't wrestle with an angel and take his thigh out of his hip, would he not?
That was the devil then.
So that's what I'm saying, brother. Now, that is a prophetical Israel. But then, if you look through the...
So you don't believe in that Israel then?
No, I do. That's what I'm saying, brother. I'm trying to explain. Now, that same Jacob had children.
Yeah, so,
so he had children.
Yeah,
so this is the historical one, because you can trace him back through his tribes. But there is a prophetical one where a righteous prophet wouldn't wrestle with an angel.
Okay, which is your one? That's what I want to know.
Brother.
Both of them are yours?
Brother, what I'm trying to say is that the origin of the white man is encrouched in the Scriptures. And the problem that we've been having, black people primarily, is that we've been mixing up the historical with the prophetical. Once we can separate and understand the difference, then we can see things in perspective.
Okay, so what you're trying to say is the temptation of Adam and Eve was done by a white man?
The serpent in the garden.
Yeah.
The serpent is, because brother, serpents don't talk, serpents don't walk.
Listen, I'm not talking about that. You know, I know that, you know, I mean, serpents don't, we know those things. So, but according to the Bible that I think you're quoting from, it says there's a serpent in the garden, and he's a serpent, the white man. That's what I want to know.
Yes, sir.
So, are you trying to say that the white man was around before Adam or after it?
Afterwards. That's what I'm saying, brother. There's two creation stories. One is one Adam is the white man, and the other Adam is the black man. So we need to separate and understand the two.
So there's two Adams.
Read your Genesis story again, brother, and you will see there are two Adams.
Yeah, two Adams. Yeah, where does it say that?
Brother, read Genesis chapter 1 and then Genesis chapter 5. So, brother, I'm told there's another line. Then we can come back and maybe talk more on it. Thank you, brother.
Okay, Genesis 91.6 and your FM dial. Thanks for that call, Minister Rebel. Back later, yeah? Anyway, yeah, we're going to quickly just take this call here, yeah? Hello, Genesis?
Hi.
Hello.
Can I have one with your...
Yeah, can you do me a favour, but can you just turn the radio down in the background, please, yeah? Alright, nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Is he... where is he now?
Brother Wayne.
Am I speaking to you?
Yeah, you're talking to me, yes, sir.
Yeah, you know, I've been listening to you for quite a while, and I just want to find out whether you think that, you know, the Nation of Islam is a substitute for Christianity.
Well, I don't see it as a substitute, because a substitute usually is one that's is inferior to another. So I certainly don't see it as a substitute, no, sir.
Isn't that
Roman Catholic Bibles, and you know, someone has been playing around here. So that you don't even need to be a scholar to see that. But then when you go into the history of the Bible, then you will know, yes, somebody has tampered with it.
Well, I don't believe that anyone has tampered with the Bible. There may be different versions of it. I don't particularly think.
Okay, brother, I'm not here to condemn the Bible or the Quran.
There's a question and answer session, brother. Have you finished asking the questions? Hello?
Yeah. Well, you still believe the Bible is not 100% correct.
That's no, I don't.
It doesn't. What are you saying now, bro?
Well, you specifically said you do not believe that the Bible is 100%.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. So what are you got any other questions to ask him?
I want you to believe that the Bible is 100% correct.
But man, that's your personal perspective, yeah. This is a question and answer session here. You asked him if he is 100%. He said no, he doesn't believe it. So what have you got to say now?
Well, he should believe, because otherwise what you're doing is you start saying that people should believe in the Quran, but they shouldn't believe in the Bible.
Yeah, that's what he's saying basically, yeah.
But that is wrong.
Okay then, yeah. Have you got any other questions to ask him now then?
Yeah, the other thing is he actually working for the Nation of Islam, and is he paid?
No, sir. I'm a full-time volunteer. As I stated earlier on, we encourage a work culture. We have to do for self. We have to sustain ourselves and our families.
So you are not actually working for the Nation of Islam?
No, I work for the Nation of Islam as a full-time volunteer. That's why I'm doing that right now. I'm working for the Nation of Islam. However, in a few hours, I'm going to go out.
It's a voluntary position then.
Sorry?
It's a voluntary position to in.
My man, yeah. My man, I just want to ask some serious questions here, and we can move on, yeah.
Yeah, are you there?
Yeah, so go on. Just ask a serious question, man. Come on, please.
Yeah, the other thing is that if you stick to the public and expect to convert people to Islam, I think that you're doing it the wrong way. And I would be surprised if in some years' time you see that the Nation of Islam is completely abolished.
Okay, brother. A tree is known of the fruit it bears. Thank you, brother.
Okay, brother. Yeah, is that all, yeah?
Would you be surprised to see if the Nation of Islam is abolished?
Pardon me, brother?
I said, would you be surprised if the Nation of Islam is abolished?
Brother, I believe in the truth. So you can't abolish that.
You can't abolish that. And if the truth, what do you call the truth, is not actually 100% true, would you take full responsibility for that?
If I find if it's not the truth, would I take responsibility for it? Of course I would.
Yeah, what you say is the truth, and you expect everyone else to believe it is the truth. But in actual fact, it may not be 100% true, what you're preaching.
Well, brother, that can be said for any religion or organization. So, as I say, brother, a tree is known of the fruit it bears.
Okay, my brother, that's it, yeah?
And so, no, that's not it, because the most important thing is that, the segregation thing you're talking about, Nelson Mandela is coming here very shortly. And I'm sure, as a black man, you're very happy that the black people have now got majority rule in South Africa. All right?
Okay, well, you're going to have to end your call, seriously, because...
All right. But at the same time, you are preaching the segregation black and white in the universe, which is, again, wrong.
Okay, my brother, enough respect for your call, yeah? I just want to allow some other callers to come on now, yeah?
All right, so you are wrong. You're definitely wrong, yeah?
No, my brother, this is the host of the show talking right now. Hear what I'm saying to you, yeah? Thanks for your call,
I just want you to know where you're wrong.
Pardon me?
You are wrong. I just want you to know where you are wrong.
Yeah, but but this is Briggy talking to now, not Wayne X, not Minister Wayne Mohammed.
Well, his representative and the whole idea, the way you're going about it is wrong. It's absolutely wrong. Okay,
right? My brother, yeah, that's your personal perspective, yeah? Enough respect for your call, yeah?
Because you are forcing people to believe.
Anyway, Genesis 91.6 and your FM dial. Sorry about that, but I can't take much of the long stupidness, yeah? Okay, I'm going to take this call here, yeah? Hello, Genesis Radio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I speak to Wayne X?
Yeah, go on, bro.
Yeah, Wayne X.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you break down to me this one simple thing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? For a very long time, I've been confused. I don't know why. Okay? You claim to the world that the Caucasian race are the physical manifestation of Satan.
Yes, sir.
True. Is that true?
I believe it to be true, yes, sir, because their history...
You think it to be true? Is that what you're teaching to say?
Yeah, I believe it to be true, brother, because their history...
Is that what the Honourable Elijah Muhammad taught? And is that part of your teaching?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we can move on. Then can you explain to me why? Who you call Allah the personage, why is he a Caucasian?
Say that the second part of that question again, I didn't hear it.
Okay, then why is it that who you call Allah in the personage, in the flesh, is a Caucasian? Why are you worshipping a devil?
We don't worship this man. number one, because as I stated today...
But you call him Allah.
Brother, we don't worship the man because I said we don't worship flesh. And if you be listening to me, God dwells in each and every one of us.
Even a Caucasian?
Of course, he's a negative manifestation of God. Where did the devil come from?
So hold on, you